Hey, what's up, everybody? It is Uncle Mad here. Long time no see. It has been a hot minute since I did a proper video. We've had some Catterdays mixed in the bunch here, but pretty much since we've got back from our most recent Bahia resort vacation, it's been kind of dormant here on the channel. And that's, because I've spoken about this at times when I'm talking about how I do the channel. Just really haven't done anything interesting or worth vlogging. Got out to dinner a handful of times. We had a really nice dinner for Jesta's birthday. Happy birthday, Jesta. Let her know in the comments down below. Butcher and B, but that's her birthday. I usually try to her special occasions, unless she wants me to do videos or something like that. Just kind of skip them and don't be intrusive on that. But I don't know. I've been having a little itch to do something, to make some content, to make a video. And it's a Sunday here in Nashville. A very lazy Sunday for me. I've got nothing really scheduled planned. I mean, we got to do some, house maintenance stuff, as is typically a thing adults do on weekends, I guess. So catch some of that, maybe make some food throughout the day. I don't know if we're going to go out and do anything. Literally no plans for the day, but I haven't made a video in so long. I just was like, hey, if anybody's ever curious why I haven't been making videos, it's because you're going to see just how kind of boring and mundane a typical day in the life of Uncle Matt is today, as I just document whatever we get into today on a Sunday. Just because I haven't made a video in a while, and I wanted to make one. I wanted to get back into the swing of things. Got some stuff coming up finally in the next couple of weeks. It'll be probably vlog worthy, so good to kind of dust the rust off. I don't think that's a saying, but that's what we're going to do. It's just a regular lazy Sunday vlog, following me along in whatever I get into today. Okay, so after a quick breakfast, starting to get into the running errands, accomplishing things part of the day. I meant to actually video myself making breakfast and eating the breakfast, because that might be the most interesting thing I do today. But then Jessica started talking to me while I was working on it, and I just kind of got distracted from actually filming. I'm out of practice with vlogging. I don't remember how to do this right now, except for not having done it for like 2.5 weeks. But had some pretty simple breakfast tacos, just some eggs scrambled up with some cheese and bacon. Made a little sauce, a little equal parts mayo and sour cream with a little bit of hot sauce, salt, and lime juice sprinkled in. Pretty good, pretty solid breakfast. I started a new job recently, and one of the things that goes with that that's cool about that job is I get lunch and breakfast every single day. They've got like a full service cafe in the building that serves complimentary breakfast and lunch every single day, so Monday through Friday. Great, it's awesome. But the kind of downside to that is I like cooking breakfast. Breakfast is like one of my favorite meals to cook, and now I don't do it anymore because I'm always eating 5 days a week at work. And I don't feel like buying eggs and stuff for just 1 or 2 days a week. And how long does that last? I feel like I don't really know what the timeline on eggs is for how long they go bad or whatever. But decided to wake up and snatch some ingredients down from Sissy in the basement and whipped up some breakfast tacos. Had a nice little breakfast, and now starting to get into the stuff you have to do as an adult, but that you hate to do it. And probably doing what is number one on my list of things I hate to do. And I can't believe in 2025 we still have to do it. How have we not figured out the technology to get us away from having to do stuff like that? And that, of course, is going to get my oil change. It'll be the first time I'm getting an oil change in this new Jeep that I got a couple months back. I've been putting it off just because the idea of getting an oil change is just an absolute disaster nightmare. I'm going on a Sunday morning because, once again, I've got a job where I'm at work from basically 8 to 4, Monday through Friday. Don't ever really feel like doing stuff like getting an oil change when I get off work, so I don't really talk a whole lot about what I do offside of the channel, the work-life balance, if that's a thing that applies here. I don't usually talk about that too much, and probably going to continue to do that because I don't want any complications from work stuff trickling into the videos. I don't know if that even makes sense. I'm just kind of rambling at this point in time, and kind of bummed out that I have to go get a oil change. Been here 10 minutes, 8 cars deep. Not a single car has moved. 10 minutes is not that long of a time, but I feel like all these places advertise, they're oh, 5-10 minute oil change, in and out. Also advertise that they're $50, and then they somehow end up being $300 every single time. So I hate this. I hate this crap. We may be abandoning ship on this endeavor shortly. I don't want to spend my whole Sunday in line for an oil change. Though I do need to get it done, so we've got quite the conundrum here. I'm watching a guy like 2 or 3 spots ahead of me in the queue just sucking down a death stick, just killing a cigarette. I'm like, I don't think that's a very good idea when you're like at a place getting your oil changed. Like, and he's like about to pull into the bay, like he's like next in line to like pull into one of the slots, so he's like directly where all the oil and flammable materials are. So I don't know, I'm not a smoker. That seems like a bad idea. Gave it 15 minutes and then decided to abandon ship because in that 15 minutes, not a single car moved, not a single car came in or out to the bays where they were doing the oil changes. So just doing simple math, if it's taking more than 15 minutes per car to do the oil change, and there was 8 cars in front of me, I suck at math, but that's way longer than I'm planning to wait for an oil change. So I'll do a little loop around while I'm out doing some of my other errands, and maybe if I go by one of the other oil change places and it looks like they don't have a line, maybe I'll pop in and get it done at somewhere else. It was probably my mistake in the first place for even stopping at the oil change place when there was clearly quite a line for there. So we'll see what happens. But first errand, first task of the day so far is a failure. Passed a Jiffy Lube and there was only 1 car ahead of me, and so I was like, I'll jump in here and see if I can get it done real quick. And she had somebody come out and greet me. The car that was in front of me is starting up, so it looks like maybe even it's getting out of the way pretty quickly. So I'm gonna start a clock on this and we'll see how long this takes. Out in 13 minutes, 4 seconds, under 15, and the total was under $100. Jiffy Lube is the leader in the clubhouse right now for places I can tolerate getting an oil change. Thank you, Jiffy Lube. Saved the day after what was about to be a disaster at another unnamed oil change place that starts with a V. Just drove back past the oil change place I attempted to go to on the first try, and the guy who was smoking the death sticks, the heaters, was just now in one of the bays getting service on his car. So that tells you how long I would have been waiting there, and instead Jiffy Lube got me in and out in under 15 minutes. So shout out. This video brought to you by Jiffy Lube, our loyal sponsor, which is not even a thing. Now that we're back home from our oil change experience, which I got to give another bit of credit to Jiffy Lube on this one. They did not try to upsell me on anything. Like, you know, that used to be another thing that's really annoying about going to getting an oil change. They'd be like, well, your carburetor filter box is dirty and needs changing. And I'm an idiot. I don't know anything about cars. So I'd be like, well, change it. Next thing you know, I spent $700. No upsell at all. Changed my oil in under 15 minutes. Got me in and out. Thank you, Jiffy Lube. They really should sponsor this video. But now it's time to do every man's favorite work around the house task. Wait, where is it? Go down, right there. I'm gonna mow the yard. Nope, that's Sissy's car. I'm over here. Hey, I'm right here. You can see me now. Yeah. What the heck? Spinning around. This garage is a mess. By the way, that's my underutilized green screen studio with a bunch of debris and garbage in front of it. But time to cut the yard, and it's looking a little overcast, so we could hopefully don't get caught in any rain. Stay tuned to find out if I do. I love looking down on the yard from above, admiring my handiwork like a ruler, emperor of some sort, looking down on his grateful peasant people and how thoughtful and appreciative they are of the work he's done. And now, of course, the best part of mowing the yard in the summer, I get to jump in the pool to rinse all of the grass off me and pee in the pool after hard job. So pool time has arrived. That's one new update since the last video, is the pool is open and ready for grass and pee-pee.
No pee.
It was definitely a very nice treat for our most recent vacation to come home and get the pool almost immediately opened. Although we did have like a little bit of a cold snap where it's like in the 60s and 70s for about a week and a half. So today's like one of the first days it's actually been like a full-blown sunny, warm, let's jump in the pool type of day since we got it open. But I'll take that over our usual vacation timing where we go on vacation in November and come back to the doldrums of terrible Nashville winter. So this is definitely a nice change of pace I've got. So I'm gonna test out today. I bought this at BJ's wholesale, a little floating 3-hole golf set where I can play golf while I'm in the pool. So we're gonna bust this out and see if we can figure out how this works today. And otherwise at this point, I think we can just kind of lounge around and relax because I think I mowed the yard, got the oil changed, took some trash down to the garage, made some breakfast. I think we've gotten most of our tasks done for the day and we can relax and have some fun for the rest of the day. The weather cooperates, which so far so good. So you know I'm out of practice with the golf. Like the grip on this is like atrociously worn down. I need to get these re-gripped. That's why I was hitting such bad shots out here. One thing we're gonna have to figure out for the 2025 pool season is an outdoor TV setup because our TV from last year, previous years that we've used as our outdoor TV, is dead now. It fell over and got rained on and it died a death. It's a tragedy. We're still mourning its loss, but we need a new outdoor TV. We're either gonna upgrade the TV in the living room and maybe move it and cycle some other TVs around in the house or something like that, but there's a Braves game on right now that I'd like to watch and there's no television out here to watch it on, so we're gonna figure that out. My little golf floaties have gotten sad as the day's gone on, apparently. Bummer. Oli, what are you doing? Get out of there. We don't even talk about that. So we're finally checking out this great place, Mimo's, that we've heard a lot of stuff about. Highly recommended. Nice pool day, gonna come here and shock of all shocks. Closed Sunday and Monday. Tragedy. Do your research, kids. The internet is your friend. Plan B. We have arrived at Margarita House, which I think is good too. But I really want to try Mimo's another day. All right, so it's disappointing we did not get to sample Mimo's today, which we will do in a future time. Like I say, Margarita House is highly underrated in the Mexican restaurant scene. Like their birria, best birria I've had of any like the kind of, you know, run-of-the-mill Mexican restaurant places. So it all worked out in the end. All right, back home, we're winding down after what was kind of a, you know, like I said, kind of a lazy, just kind of a basic Sunday. Like this might have been one of the more boring vlogs I've ever done, but I just wanted to do something because I've been absent, haven't had anything going on the channel in a while. But it was a fun day. I had a blast just, you know, doing basic stuff, just hanging around with my wife and our friends. So can't beat that type of day. Back to the grind tomorrow, back to work tomorrow, so we'll jump back into it. But there's a lot of stuff that's going to be coming up here on the channel that I'm pretty excited about, you know, after a little bit of a lull. We've got the U.S. men's national team is coming to Nashville, playing on Tuesday night, June the 10th at Geodis Park. I'll be at that match. We'll have a vlog from that. Right around the corner, starting early next month, we've got Burger Week in Nashville. That's exciting. Jesta's friends, my German friend, are coming to Nashville. I'm sure we'll do a lot of fun stuff when they're here. I did want to wrap up talking about something that I'm very sad that I was here in Nashville for and not somewhere else. You know, if you've watched the channel, if you followed it at any point in time, you know I am a huge, massive Disney and Muppets person. Sadly, yesterday, June the 7th, Muppet Vision 3D closed forever. They're shutting it down. They're building a brand new Monsters Inc., Monsters University themed area in Hollywood Studios down there in Disney World. The Muppets are moving over to Rock and Roller Coaster. There's some rumors that the Muppet Vision 3D show will be rebooted and brought back somewhere else, but it's such a bummer. Because the last time I went there, did not know it was the last time I was ever going to get to see it, you know, so that's kind of sad. The special thing about that show is, if you're not familiar with it, it is the very last thing that Jim Henson worked on. It's like literally his last project was Muppet Vision 3D. So hope it's gone right now, but hopefully it'll be revived and brought back in some form or fashion. Disney has said they're working on plans for that. Bummer I couldn't be there for that. Bummer I couldn't be there for the last show, the last weekend, or even to get one last show in, because the last time I saw it, I did not know it was going to be the last time I saw it. One of my favorites of all time at Disney World. But funny story happened today. Jess says she loves me as much as she hates the weird Disney stuff. She's like, a buddy of mine is at Disney World right now. He was down there. He got to go to one of the last showings. And Jess was like, hey, you should ask him. Like, hey, can you get him to like get you some of the like the glasses or something from Muppet Vision 3D, just like commemorate the end of the show? And I was like, it's a good idea, Jesta, but been way ahead of the curve. I got my Muppet Vision 3D glasses way back in the day. The buddy who's down there right now got them for me on a previous trip shortly right after it was announced that it was going to be coming to an end. So, and then Jessica said, you guys are idiots. Even though it was her idea. She was like, yeah, you should get you some glasses. When I was like, spoiler alert, he already did. She's like, you guys are idiots. Unless she called us idiots, she might have used some other words. Use your imagination on that one. But anyway, RIP Muppet Vision 3D. I hope you come back in some form or fashion. One of my favorite attractions in all of Walt Disney World. I love the Muppets. I love Disney World. But, you know, outside of that, we had a fun Sunday. Some good burrito tacos, some fun pool time. I got a little, I don't know if you can see it. I got a little red. Did not do a good job on the sunscreen today. So back to the grind tomorrow, back to work, but it was fun. Glad I got to jump back on and do a video, re-update the channel, get some vlog stuff going here. Hopefully we'll have some more stuff coming. Like I said, we got a few things that I know are coming up, but, you know, summer, maybe there'll be more events, more things to come. If you're not already, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell for notifications. If you're somebody who came in for like the Bahia stuff and you're like, why is this idiot just wandering around eating burrito tacos and mowing the yard? This is the channel. I do what I want when I want. Sorry. RIP Muppet Vision 3D. Sorry I couldn't do a glorious 3-hour finale here on the channel, but more to come. Stay tuned. Good night. Good luck. Is that anything? Am I going to do that? That's over.
A little bit of bonus content here. Sunday night is trash night. We have to take the trash up to the top of the driveway. Noble, hard-working garbage men come around to collect it. We have got way too much stuff that has to go out. I gotta strategically decide what to put onto our garbage bin for tomorrow morning. I don't want to overwhelm them. I don't want to be a jerk and just like put out like 7,000 pounds and pallets worth of stuff. So we got the simple can. We'll start with that, and then maybe 3 or 4 boxes. One of the other noble duties that a good husband like myself does on the appropriate day of the week. Trash day. We'll see you next time.